However great it is, I must conquer my fear. Courage is my only belief.
Players find that Biron is easily kited, has weak damage output, and lacks survivability. This guide should help deepen your understanding of him. 1. Easily kited. Biron has poor mobility and short skill ranges, making him easy to kite in team fights. He relies heavily on flash. 2. Weak damage output. Biron's damage output is often lacking during mid to late game. It's crucial to capitalize on his strong early game to gain an advantage. 3. Lacks survivability. Biron's lack of survivability is due to poor timing in initiating fights. Understanding more about hero countering is essential.
The will to fight is stronger than steel.
To play Biron well, it is essential to know his style and establish the correct match strategy. Biron's primary damage comes from Skill 1's high damage output and recovery effect. Skill 2 is mainly used to hold enemies back with flexible crowd control. His ultimate is used to resist damage and can work with Skill 1's recovery to absorb lots of damage in teamfights. His passive is crucial to his damage output. The more energy Biron accumulates, the stronger his skills become.
I'll rip open a space to get closer to the truth.
Energy accumulation. Biron's energy can be stacked quickly when he hits multiple units with basic attacks. During laning, he can use Skill 2 to first go through minions, followed by an enhanced basic attack. Next, he can Skill 1 to get 2 additional basic attacks and can quickly fill his energy. Using Skill 1. In combat, Biron can use Skill 1 sideways to hit distant enemies. Skill 1's movement during use can be used to block or avoid most enemy crowd control. Canceling backswing. The backswing animation for Biron's enhanced basic attack is quite long. Linking Skill 1 or his ultimate will cancel the delay, making Biron's damage output smoother.
Giving up means failure.
Early game. Biron is very strong at laning in the early game. He can use Skill 1 to hit both enemies and minions. His lane advantage lets him lead the rhythm at levels 2 and 4 to suppress rivals. Mid-game. After gaining a laning advantage, Biron can use the short cooldown of its sustained damage and recovery to look for solo kills. If his rival avoids fighting, Biron can support his teammates after laning to create team advantages. Late game. During late game, Biron's initiation heavily relies on timing. He should try to accumulate energy before a team fight, then hide in the shadows and wait for an opportunity. When an enemy carry appears, he can use Skill 2 with Flash to engage with launch crowd control, then use his ultimate and Skill 1 for instant burst damage.
Popular belief is not always the truth.
Biron can change combos flexibly based on the battle situation.
Feel the thunder!
For entering without any energy, use Skill 1 to start, then Flash as he charges into the crowd to quickly fill energy. Next, use Skill 2 followed by an enhanced basic attack. After launching enemies, use his ultimate with another basic attack to deal maximum damage and slow enemies.
Do the right thing with all I've got!
For entering with energy, start with Skill 2 and Flash to close in on enemies. Then use enhanced basic attack to launch enemies. While they're in the air, use Skill 1 to deal maximum damage and trade blows. Finally, use his ultimate to activate a shield and deal finishing damage.
Who's that? Take this!
This combo is used for surprise attacks. After using Skill 2, use the enhanced basic attack with Flash to chase the enemy. Once he's launched the enemy, use Skill 1 and his ultimate to deal damage before they can even react.
I am the man!
In close combat, use Skill 2 first, then an enhanced basic attack to launch the enemy. While they are under crowd control, use another basic attack for additional damage. Follow up with Skill 1, then another basic attack for further damage. Next, use his ultimate to activate a shield, then finish off with another basic attack to complete the kill.
You're pretty good! Nice teamwork!
Use Skill 2's enhanced basic attack to inflict continuous crowd control on enemies. Start with Skill 2, then wait for Skill 2 to refresh before using the first enhanced basic attack to control the enemy. Then quickly use Skill 2 again with another enhanced basic attack. This will launch the enemy twice. Finish with Skill 1 and the ultimate for full damage. This combo requires at least 30% cooldown reduction to pull off.
Nice! I'm all fired up now! What's our next move?
Different team lineups will affect Biron's potential. It is essential to understand which lineups are suited to him. Heroes like Weigutsu and Lian Po with team crowd control skills can form a control chain with Biron. allowing stable bursts of damage and crowd control. Biron can use the summons of enemies like Milady and Agudo to accumulate energy and enhance his skill's damage output. Tanky heroes like Ada and Dune, who also have strong recovery, are difficult for Biron to suppress during laning. Heroes like Lu Bu, Diao Chan, and Marco Polo deal lots of true damage and are very agile. They can stick to Biron and potentially take him down with one skill combo.